I got some Jeep parts. But I got this Rubicon Express track bar. Track bar do? It keeps your axle centered under your Jeep. As your Jeep goes up, the track bar is attached to it and it keeps it centered. There should be, maybe I'll try to find some graphic, but yeah, cut the graphic. Why do I need a new track bar? Well, as you lift your Jeep, your track bar is actually extending up, and it becomes shorter, so to speak. The angle's too great for it. So I went with this Rubicon Express track bar. There's a bunch out there. I went with this one because, well, I just happened to be looking at it when I fell into a little bit of money. So it was just a no-brainer. You know, just click, and it's there. And another reason I got it is because it's got this drop bracket to replace the track bar bracket. So it'll put my geometry back to where it was it'll put the geometry back to at factory. Meaning that instead of my track bar being at such a steep angle, it'll be more, you know, because this way, when you're at an angle like that and you push it, it's got a tendency to bend, where down there it's stronger. How can you tell if you need a track bar? You just put this washer on a string. My tire's sticking out about ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch, maybe even an inch. Come around to this side. Oh, look at that. And my tire is inside. This is where it's attached to the frame, and it goes down to there. And it appears I got me a leaky power steering pump. Jeeps leak all the time. Jeez, you fix one leak and 2 more sprout up in it. Well, anyway, at least my front end's nice and lubricated. Do this job, you don't have to jack the car up or put it on blocks or nothing. You do it right while it's sitting on the wheels. What the heck is that thing on my lip? To do it, you're going to need 18mm socket and wrench, 19mm socket and wrench, ½ drill bit or 10mm drill bit, and a drill, needle nose pliers, and a hammer. Basic car working tools. Torque wrench would also help, and don't forget the big honkin' soda. It's not a big honkin' soda anymore because I'm filming this at the end of the video instead of at the beginning when you'll be seeing it, because basically I do things off the cuff and unscripted. I didn't think about telling you what you need until the end. It's a beam way. Uh-oh, he's back with a friend. Alright, so you put your handy dandy wrench on that bolt there. There should be a little nut with a flag on it down here. But that left, I had to cut all this stuff off a long time ago. So basically you just put a wrench in there. Next two are on the bottom. Remove the bracket from the frame. Then remove the track bar and the bracket together. You don't have to remove the bracket from the track bar. I want to make sure this Rubicon Express hardware fits. If it's bigger, it's no problem. I can just drill the hole out, but if it's smaller, then I gotta do some welding. Alright, this Rubicon Express bolt, it's too big to fit in the hole, so I just gotta drill it out a little bit. That's alright. Gotta work with power tools, so that I'm gonna lose a finger. Somebody's gonna get hurt. I have to drill this hole out. To a 10mm size. Because I'm American, I don't know what 10mm is, so I guess it's 7/16 is about the closest. But I'm just getting a couple of smaller drill bits and I'm gonna drill it out the best I can. Step it up each time, because I don't want to make it too big. What the do I really got to take this whole Jeep apart just to do this? I don't want to take my ball joint off. I guess I'm going to have to. It's not really a ball joint, it's a tie rod. So, anyhow, we're going to get, I'm going to take my tie rod off. But will it go down far enough with this thing in the way? We're up. Yeah, I'll go for this one. It looks easier to get to. I couldn't fit the drill in to drill out the track bar bolt. The tie rod was in the way. So I had to remove the tie rod. Remove the cotter pin, back the castle nut off, beat the snot out of it. Yeah, finally, something's coming up, Nick. Well, I needed a 19 millimeter low clearance or low profile wrench. I didn't have one, so I made one. Ground the living crap out of it. Eye protection a must when using a grinder. So I ground the living crap out of this, and it still didn't fit. Then it dawned on me that this end might, and it does. Yeah. Anybody want to buy a used low profile wrench, 19 millimeter? Alright, instructions call for me to center up the axle. There's a lot of ways to do this. You could have somebody turn the steering wheel, and the Jeep will move back and forth to get it centered. But I chose to use redneck way, an old seat belt hooked up to a come along, hooked up to the bumper of my truck. I'm down to putting the clicker on it. They say 65 pounds torque, but I'm going to crank it up to 95 because whenever I don't crank the living shit out of my track bar, I always get death wobble. So 65 pounds is a good guideline for me. You do what you like, but I said try 65. If you get a little bit of death wobble, crank the shit out of it. And if you don't know what death wobble is, it's when you're driving down the road and all of a sudden your Jeep does this. God, that's it. Almost forgot. You need a grease gun. It's got a Zerk fitting on that thing, so I imagine you want to grease the snot out of it. So as I was cleaning up and throwing out the box, this came out. Installation instructions. You don't need to go online and download them after all. They included them in there, but you can download them if you want. But yeah, I never read them anyhow. Thanks for watching. If you want to join in on all the fun, leave a comment below. If you'd like to see, hit the thumbs up. If you want to get the latest and greatest hits, subscribe. And there he goes.